Was that an explosion just now? What else could it have been? We're just taking a photo together. Is such a ceremonious greeting necessary? I don't believe that was an explosion. All things considered, it was probably a controllable... That was an explosion. Paimon was nearly blown away just now. If not, what else could it have been? Mr. Chusser, would you please explain this to us? Was this something that you hadn't anticipated? I must say, you ask a very good question. A very excellent one. As many people are wondering the same thing. The color of these bodies of water could have been condensed components already in. Wait, Naka hasn't come down yet. You're right, he hasn't returned yet. Let's not delay, traveler. We need to go now. Wait, I want to go too. The truth behind all this explosion. Please do not act rashly, Miss Reporter. If you dip one toe into that water, you will be saying goodbye to this world within a minute. Don't scare me. Would you please just stay here? According to your previous experience, the energy flow that remains from these bodies of water shouldn't affect you too much. Please get to the ruins as quickly as you can. I'll find my own way up there and I'll meet you there. Your own way? I have my ways. After the explosion, I was among the first to conduct the disaster investigation and the evaluation. Things at that time were much more complicated than they are now. Anyway, enough talk. Let's get moving. Hopefully Mr. Naka won't have met the same fate Mr. Edwin did. How can I get up there? Also, will that medicine work? But he said as long as I touch it, then there's pictures. Darn it, I need to think of a way. They're all looking that way, which makes sense. Oh, boom. I knew it was there too.
Rev the engines! Hi guys, just here are you? Light of the blazing sun! Full throttle!
Okay. Let's see what's roughing in the middle of this one. Not that I can see. Okay, how do I get up there? Now, great question. That isn't going to reach. Line 2. He did mention you could wing glide there. I guess that was a hint.
Rev the engines! Try and stop me!
Put the child in the team for a bit. What am I getting rid of? Ride him for a bit.
This world is full of unsolved mystery.
Many unsolved mysteries, yes. Okay, what is this? I had a feeling it was one of these. Okay, don't jump. Game's like, nah, I'm good. Well, we're going to come back up this way in a second, but where is this going? There, apparently.
I'll keep this close.
Rev the engines!
There we go, don't do that to me.
Full throttle!
I don't know if I've got any of these right now, but we'll check. If I do, it's being opened. Nope.
Try and stop me!
Probably get on from doing this most likely.
Phew.
And this is a pretty big one, isn't it?
Hip.
Ooh, I should not jump, I just realised my stamina. It's been a while since I actually didn't make a note of that. Ooh, I don't know if I can stand on that. Well, you can, thank the Lord.
Full throttle!
That's probably not the way up here, but this is the way I from seeing. if it's high enough. It should be to get to that. And that's the way I was meant to go. There. Why is this one a dodgy colour? Sure, I'm just bypassing a massive puzzle by doing this. Well, this place looks a hell of a lot more foreboding. Realised I completely forgot the bubble. Huh? Oh, we stand on this, huh? Horse tag game. Yeah, it's a good finishing conversation like heights. Really? That was the puzzle I've been avoiding, was it? Oh, these devs, they're gonna make me go all the way back and do them. Surprise me. Ah, these make her. Ow.
Light it up!
Does she not have any armor?
Wrath from the skies!
Born of ice and frost.
Oh, my pots. Hi guys.
All hail! Hold the line!
Light of the blazing sun!
Uphill battle! Torrent, my refuge! A brash maneuver! Allow me! Let's move out.
Rise with the sun!
Huh, where'd he go? Looks like the Archeum device overloaded with the cooling mechanism is also damaged. Naka, what have you done here exactly? This was my fault. I didn't think Naka would still be unsatisfied despite all the benefits I gave him. Benefits? Wait a second. Why are you looking at me like that? Did he say anything to you? In Taramondo, your encounters with Naka and his attitudes towards the various matters. Sweet talk. Did he tell you guys, then, that it was people like him, Edwin's successors, who are reaping the benefits of this mess by stealing all kinds of information and selling it for a fortune? You guys are telling completely different stories. Paimon doesn't know who to believe anymore. If he were here, we could find out the truth. Paimon doesn't see him at all, though. If he's not here, where could he have gone? Maybe he successfully escaped. I don't think he was killed at the very least. I'll explain later. For now, though, we must stabilize the Archeum as quickly as we can. The suppression system was shut down and the ore will presently... The suppression system was shut down if the ore is presently in an excited state. That is what caused the explosion. What caused the explosion? But this big rock didn't get blown up at all. I don't understand. Alright, I agree that it is quite difficult to understand. I'll explain it in simpler terms for you. I guess I have no choice now. The experimental field generator that Edwin created is extremely powerful and can manipulate gravity. This I believe you already know. After the explosion, the Archeum Institute shattered into fragments. Along with these fragments, many of them could have turned into an excited state and triggered an explosion at any time. With the use of the gravity fields, they were restrained and gathered beneath our... Whoa, no. That explosion just was a small one caused by a small part of Archeum in the ruins that was affected by the energy flow. Guess you could call it a minor rehearsal of the third grade explosion. Then this ruin is a super huge, ready to explode piece of Archeum. So you guys did all this not because you wanted to retrieve the assets, but because you were scared it was going to explode again? That's just one of the objectives of this operation. Right now our priority is to retrieve the condensing components that fell into the water and start the suppression device. There was also Archeum inside those components. Intense energy flow is likely to be unpredictable changes to the bodies of water. Forgive me, I'm not really capable of retrieving them. and storing them back on the inhibitor. Only you are capable of doing this, Traveller. For the Court of Fontaine, and since it's urgent, I'll just get the job done first. But once this is all over, you better explain everything clearly. If all goes well, I will tell you everything I know. Remember I said I'd make you go back and do it anyway? I was correct. Oh, I could have just teleported to that. I completely forgot about that.
Rev the engines! Yeah.
I'm not sweating. That was our point back. And she just
Burn it down!
had a miss out of doing bad.
Pyroclastic surge!
Access denied.
Oh, that's good.
Light of the blazing sun!
No touching. I can fix this.
Where's that another one down? That's a weird thing to be called. Hey there. I didn't realize it was draining my health. And whatever the heck that thing was. Oh, I see. See it now. Gotta find this thing quick. There it is. Right, head to the next one. That way. Yeah, I see the bubble. That's interesting. I'll see the next ball sometime. Come on a second. Still can't get to it apparently. Aha. One left. Where? Over there somewhere. Oh, that was the wrong one. I guess this one. Yep. Yeah, why is my mountain lock on? What with it? Okay, that's all of them done. That Mr. Naka really knows how to create trouble for others. Just like that boss of his, Edward Hastings. What are you doing here? We can't catch a break here. Not only did that explosion break off the condensing components from the device, but it also destroyed the self-sustaining system of the inhibitor. I'm about to remove the backup phenomena cores and the experimental field generator, and use them to supply the inhibitor. Luckily the big fella can't move, otherwise he wouldn't have time to run. It's just not moving right now, you mean? Hey, knock on wood, don't say things like that. What if it actually starts moving? Don't worry, its main source of energy is that big chunk of archaeum behind it. Though the archaeum transformed into an activated state, the explosion damaged all of the energy supply lines, so it's lost all of its energy supply. Huh? The archaeum kinetic core should have been right here. What did... hold on, the phenomenon cores you a backup energy source. And isn't the activation condition for a backup energy source a complete loss of energy? Oh. Uh-oh. Might turn it off, you mean destroy the darn thing.
Pyroclastic surge! Switching gears.
Ouch. That hit super hard.
Access denied.
Yo, what the? Ow. Yikes.
I am
I think it's
sorry.
stupid hard.
Rest and rebuild.
Okay, I'm not supposed to free. Caught me lacking that again.
Hold the line.
Light it up! Wrath from the skies! Burn it down! Light of the blazing sun!
Rest and rebuild. Billowing surge.
Rise with the sun!
Good.
Pyroclastic surge!
Good night. And you can do it quick. Grab those 2 cores. Let's go hook them up to the power. Just like before, connect the energy source and I'll adjust the device. I know. Stabilize the Archeum transformed into an inherent state. We and Fontaine Research Institute are now safe for now. But it seems there are more ever secrets. As for things you'd like to know, I'd be happy to answer, but not right now. What I can tell you now is based on the hypothesis that Mr. Naka stole the Archeum kinetic core and triggered a small explosion. But before explaining too much in detail, we should return to the Institute and place a proper notion and partitions into the Institute. Or at least, we need to stop Miss Journalists from getting more deeply involved. The Archeum kinetic core is connected to many other matters. We must handle it in complete confidentiality. So I would like you to cooperate with my work. Cooperate with your work. You're not saying to play along with your lies, are you? Something scarier is... The scarier something is, the more you should share it with others. Then we can all work together to deal with it faster. I have my doubts that you two... I have my doubts about that, you two. Every matter has its own way of being dealt with. In this instance, we must first call for silence. I promise you that I would never have steered you from mortal standards demand that you have the same standard of behavior as we do. All I ask is that you remain quiet. Do not need to do anything else. You might be wondering why I asked you to remain silent, why telling the truth. How come I to say it now? You coming here was only a good fortune for the Institute has had for nearly 100 years. No matter what happens, or what cost, we must maintain good relationships with you. I'm sure Mr. Chose feels the same way. Is telling the truth also a cost? Is telling the truth also a cost as far as you're concerned? Is transparency something you'd rather consider a cost as well? Yeah, you're only starting to tell the truth now, which you could have done ages ago. Just what sort of cost is that? Dear Lady Paimon, telling the truth and honesty isn't truth. It's the greatest price one can pay. Let's go back. I ask for you sincerely for your understanding and provide you all necessary cooperation. And Dude's still out there somewhere. Yep. Okay. Game says no. Game still says no, apparently.
Phew.
Marika, what was that? That's good when you can't see. I'll go for that base.
Rev the engines!
It's like it knows what you're trying to do. She just keeps going over it. Let's try from another angle, shall we? I knew it was be somewhere. Oh, game, why you do this to me? My controller strikes again. It's like now we're going to start playing funny things. So what are you doing in the direction? I was like, hey, it's not done it today yet. Yeah, that's not reaching it.
Phew. Hip.
Gotcha. The game was like, got you. That's the nearest to, it's over there, isn't it? Right, everything we do is in the best interest of the people at the Court of Fontaine. What you're saying is that the Fontaine Research Institute predicted the explosion just now. Are you kidding? Do you think I'm a gastronaut? I'm not sure what that is. You're not holding me that easily. I think Monsieur Chazal has expressed himself clearly enough. The situation is under control. The status quo, the Court of Fontaine will not be adversely affected. Allow me to make a statement explaining the events that really occurred. That's enough, mister. I don't believe you for a second. Traveler, you should have seen everything right. I'm begging you, tell me the truth. Let's cooperate with Mr. Amanda for now. I'll tell you the truth and hold nothing but the truth. I'm all ears, my dear traveller. Tell everything that happened from the beginning to end without omitting anything. About the large archaeum and the experimental field generator. About Naka who is missing, could be dead or alive, or Romano's acquisition. Try and get it right. Accusations, or something like that, of him. I can never say that word. Having stolen the archaeum kinetic core. And of course, what Romano cared most about, the central laboratory, the ruins that could explode again at any time. I'm shocked, Mr. Chose. Was you aware of this? Oh, of course. My goodness. So the Fontaine Institute doesn't have the courage to face up for its own mistakes, just to cover up the fact that you couldn't deal with the archaeum problem? You did everything you could? What I find most surprising is that you even tried to trick the traveller, who has been doing their utmost to help. Even if... you even wanted the traveller's credibility to convince me that Naka was behind all these crimes. Corona, did you really understand? I completely understood everything, Paimon. Thank you for dropping several hints for me. Hints? Did we drop any hints? Of course, I know what the Institute really wants to hide is the fact that the central laboratory can explode again at any time. I'll put it another way, the archaeum is still a threat to the entire court of Fontaine. Ridiculous, a person's life isn't something you can just throw away to help spread your own lies. I've already told you the truth, Miss Corone. Please listen to the final word of advice. It only takes the slightest bit of effort to fixate on something, but it always takes more brain power to avert your gaze from it. Enough, I won't listen to another word you say, nor will I dwell on this. Your words and deeds, and the fact to consider you by the Institute will be reported in the next issue of the Steambird. Good day, gentlemen. Miss Corone strides away from the Fontaine Institute research. Thank goodness that's finally over with. Oh, and thank you too, Traveller. I didn't do what you asked me to. I thought you would. You thought I would throw a tantrum and scold you for doing what I said? My dear Traveller, since the very beginning your job has only been to escort the researcher to the ruins for an expedition. That is what I asked above and beyond what you did. What I asked me to do is above and beyond the call of duty. It would be a great help if you kept your silence. That would have saved us a lot of trouble in the future, yes. But it's not necessarily a bad thing to tell her the truth. I believe now that Miss Corone has gotten what she wants, she'll no longer be a bother to us again, for the time being. She will tell the public everything. I believe she will do that. I hope the people of Fontaine will like the truth she publicizes. But as for us, we will be concerned about, for example, the whereabouts of Mr. Naka and that archaeum kinetic core. But shouldn't we first give a few awards to Monsieur Consuel? Would you do the honours? Oh, of course, that's right. I've already prepared everything. A certificate, trophy, and other forms of remuneration too. But before that, let's get a group photo together. The one we had before was unseemly explosion in the background. This new photo is decent enough, but we'll actually start this honour as a honorary senior researcher. Perfect, look at us, the decent people. The Ortanius award ceremony has finally ended. The scene isn't just explosive enough. Paimon knows we'll never have to attend such a pompous ceremony ever again. Certificate and trophy are for you. I'll post a copy of the Institute bulletin board later. I hope our researchers are following your example on this path to strive to take the lead to overcome obstacles, to put in 120% of our... I actually have one more question for you. Of course, I know what you want to ask. Even though your questions are all extremely complicated, I'm willing to answer them. In any case, I believe we'll have more opportunities to work together in the future. Honorary senior researcher. Mouthful.